Today on People Now, CMA Awards, we have everything you missed.
That's right, all of the stars, the sweetest moments, and the big winners of the night.
Britney Spears' boys all grown up. Wait till you see them.
This is the last time I listen to the voices in my head.
Ashley Tisdale is here with new music and a very funny story about the Sprouse twins.
Remember that homeless vet who was helped by that New Jersey couple? They raised a ton of money on a GoFundMe page. Well, just wait till you hear the new development.
And who threw water at Iggy Azalea during an event for Cardi B? You'll never guess. Let's go. Happy Thursday, everybody, and welcome to People Now. Now, last night were the CMA Awards, and the biggest stars in country totally rocked the red carpet and the stage.
So we want to know, what was your favorite performance from the show? Was it Carrie Underwood, the tearjerker from Garth Brooks? I love that. Casey Musgraves, or what about Entertainer of the Year? Keith Urban's performance was amazing. So vote in our People Now Twitter poll, or just tweet us your favorite CMA Awards performance with hashtag People Now.
That's right. Now, we'll check in on the results a little bit later, but for now, let's jump right into a full recap of last night's awards. They were so good. Country's biggest stars flocked to Nashville Wednesday night for the 2018 CMA Awards, and it was quite the big event. We have all the hottest red carpet moments for you in just a little bit. But first, let's break down some of the best moments from the show.
A night of tequila, music, Carrie and Brad. What can be better? The electric country duo was back to host this year's show, and Carrie revealed some major baby news to fans. Take a look at this.
Waylon or Willie?
Wait, what? That doesn't even make sense.
Sure it does. Waylon or Willie?
No.
Come on. We all want to know. Just tell us. I want to know.
No.
Tell us.
Oh my gosh, Willie. It's a Willie.
Carrie blew it. Hashtag Carrie blew it.
Surprise, everybody, it's a boy. The two hosts continue to poke fun at each other throughout the night. Paisley made sure to remind the crowd why Underwood didn't sing at last year's award show by gifting the star a bubble wrap dress. Now, the joke was in reference to Underwood's infamous tumble. She joked that she wasn't going to wear the dress, but later on in the night, she did.
They also made sure all the guests didn't go hungry, taking a cue from Jimmy Kimmel, who, when hosting award shows, he's known to give out food and snacks. Underwood and Paisley treated the audience to a Nashville staple, some hot chicken. Yummy.
But of course, the main reason for the night were those performances and the awards. Garth Brooks moved many to tears with his never-before-heard love song, Stronger Than Me, which he penned for his wife of 13 years, Trisha Yearwood. The sweet tune had Trisha and the entire audience in tears. How sweet is that?
Yes, and the country star began the night with a moving tribute to the victims of the Thousand Oaks, California shooting. Watch this.
And on behalf of our country music community, I want to say that tonight's show is lovingly dedicated to the 12 individuals whom we lost far too soon just a week ago tonight at the borderline in Thousand Oaks, California. Tonight, let's celebrate their lives. Let the music unite us with love and their enduring memory. So please, join me now in a moment of silence.
It was an emotional night, and notably missing was Entertainer of the Year nominee Kenny Chesney. The CMAs revealed earlier in the day that Chesney would not be making the show. People confirms the star canceled his appearance due to a death in his family. He did, however, win for Musical Event of the Year.
Yep, but it was Keith Urban who took home the night's biggest honor, beating out Chesney, Luke Bryan, Chris Stapleton, and Jason Aldean for Entertainer of the Year. It was the second time the singer won this honor, winning it 13 years ago. And Urban took the stage, wiping away tears. He was sure to thank his wife, actress Nicole Kidman.
Baby girl, I love you so much. Thank you. I'm shocked beyond shocked. Our girls at home, Fief and Munchkin, I love you. Thank you for supporting Daddy and loving me through all of what I do. Same with you, baby girl. You make it all worthwhile.
I love it. He also made sure to thank his fans in a post-award show video on Instagram with a surprise appearance from Kidman.
Just got home from the most epic CMA night tonight. Thank you, baby girl. Just thank you. I just want to say thank you to every person that voted, everybody in the Ville, all the fans. You guys are phenomenal.
The stars gave us plenty of behind-the-scenes peeks into what really goes on at the CMA Awards. It's so hard to choose our favorites. One has to be this pic posted by co-host Brad Paisley. He proved that he can be both stylish and funny in a blazer, featuring tons of little Carrie Underwoods, and he captioned it, "Me and Carrie and Carrie and Carrie."
That is so funny. And take a look at Dancing with the Stars partners Bobby Bones and Shanna Burgess taking full advantage of those award show snacks. Bobby posted a hilarious pic on Twitter of the two chowing down with the caption, "When you're sitting front row at the Country Music Awards and they give you free chicken as a joke, you still eat it."
You can't let that go to waste. And singer Maren Morris slayed on Instagram, rocking her beautiful gold sequin gown and writing, "I'm ready for country music, y'all." Well, from the looks of that dress, I think country music was more than ready for you too, Maren. And we had a front row seat to all the glamorous red carpet action. People Now's very own Jeremy Parsons and Andrea Boehlke hit up the carpet to interview some of our favorite country stars. Let's just say there were a few fangirl moments in the mix.
BB Rexa is a huge fan of
Trisha Yearwood.
And you just met her.
I'm freaking out.
I'm not joking. Anticipating meeting you tonight, this is not what I expected. Why does Trisha Yearwood mean? Why does she start such a chord?
I think she's a strong woman, and I really look up to her. And I always wanted a cooking show. I'm not the best cook, but I feel like how she transitioned from music to cooking,
She does it all.
She's amazing. And I want to try her food so bad.
Yeah. What did you guys say? What did you talk about?
I just fangirl.
Okay. Over.
Teach me how to make good fried chicken, please. Yes. We're talking about you the whole interview.
BB Rexa just talked about nothing other than Trisha Yearwood.
Not only that, but you're such an inspiration to me as a woman.
Okay, you just need to come over to my house. We'll make chicken together. It'll be really easy.
You don't understand.
And I'm not just kidding. We totally will do it.
This is the highlight.
That's amazing. Can I come too? And from fan love to real love, Brett Young is a newly married man. So Andrea had to ask if he shed any tears during the wedding.
I did, and the first thing she said to me when she finally got up to the front was, "Not yet, don't do it right now, you're gonna make me do it." And I tried to snap into work mode real quick and turn them off, but we waited all day to see each other. We didn't do the first look photo. We didn't sleep in the same room the night before. So that was the first time I saw her all day, and yeah, I broke down a little bit. I was fighting it back pretty hard.
They're adorable. And another relationship heating up, Chris Lane and the Bachelors' Lauren Bushnell. The two have been spotted stepping out in public quite a bit lately, but is it the real deal?
You know what? It's brand new. It's been a while for me, but I finally found my take back home girl.
And of course, we couldn't talk CMAs without mentioning the king of country radio, Bobby Bones.
Yes, Bobby is currently competing on Dancing with the Stars with pro partner Sharna Burgess, and he's letting all the doubters know he's here to stay.
I'm Bobby, this is Sharna. Here's what's happening. We are on Dancing with the Stars. Yes. We're in the finals. Yes. And whenever she asked me a minute ago, she was giving me a reminder. She was like, "I can't believe you're still on Dancing with the Stars," which meant you didn't have a lot of faith in me.
Well, I didn't, because you also say that you are not the best dancer.
Well,
You said that
I'm not the best dancer.
So how is this going? How are you so far?
Because of her. Yeah. So I just hold on tight. I grab on and hold, and we run and we do dances.
And besides Dancing with the Stars, Bobby will be an in-house mentor or an American Idol. Luke Bryan has some wise advice for the radio DJ, and although he hasn't been watching Dancing with the Stars, he has seen some of Bobby's world-class moves.
I've been following Bobby's Instagram posts and seeing his little snippets of dancing.
Yeah, what do you think of that?
Well, he's having fun. I mean, the beauty of what Bobby's doing is what he's been able to do. Really, his whole career in radio and now TV is he knows how to seize moments, and nobody works harder.
If he ends up hanging with you and the other judges, what does he need to know to be welcomed into that exclusive club? If you guys are just hanging on set,
he's welcome anytime. But you've got to get ready for Lionel's stories of the 70s and 80s.
Okay. We got a lot of stories.
And there is nothing to prepare you for what Katie may throw your way. So.
And Jeremy caught up with fellow judge Lionel Richie, who followed up with pretty similar words of advice.
Well, let me just tell you something. The judges are pretty locked. When I say that, we have opinions, big opinions. And this year, because we've gotten used to each other now, and Luke knows how to push Katie's buttons, and Katie knows how to push. Well, Katie and Luke know how to push my buttons. Right? So just tell Bobby, come in with some gloves on. Get ready.
I just love Lionel. He seems like the sweetest. Now head to people.com for more star-studded moments. Now on to this. Oh, guys, the ongoing feud between Iggy Azalea and Bad Baby kicked into high gear on Wednesday night when they crossed paths at Cardi B's Fashion Nova collection launch event in Los Angeles. According to Iggy, the 15-year-old rapper, who of course is best known for her viral Catch Me Outside performance on Dr. Phil, threw a drink on Azalea at the party, soaking her wig. The alleged incident came days after Babby clapped back at Azalea, who seemingly had thrown shade about the teen's upcoming tour on Instagram by questioning if a friend was attending Babby's concert. In a comment captured by the Shade Room, Baby wrote, "You should come. It would be a good memory of you of what a sold-out show looks like." Ouch. Digging at Azalea's recently canceled 21-city tour. Now, neither ladies' teams have responded to people's requests for comment, but that doesn't mean that they've kept quiet. Both have been very vocal on social media since the incident. In a now-deleted post on Baby's Instagram story, she wrote, "Don't talk bleep on the internet, Iggy. You a bee. Just a 15-year-old outsold your bleep. Next." Ooh. She followed up with a post that read, "Glad you left with a bag, because you certainly ain't making no money from music anymore." Iggy also posted from the event, posting a video that included her wet hair and captioning it, "So the Dr. Phil girl is really upset about me and apparently thought I'd fight a child? LOL. Anyway, the Fashion Nova party is lit." She also claimed that she had Baby removed from the event by security, drink throwing, Instagram shade. I hope these two can settle this before it gets too ugly.
All right. All right, get this. According to Philadelphia TV station WCAU, the New Jersey couple accused of spending thousands of a homeless man's GoFundMe donations were allegedly conspiring with that man to make up a false story in order to raise more than $400,000 for themselves. A source familiar with the case told WCAU that Mark D'Amico, Kate McClure, and Johnny Bobbitt will now face charges including conspiracy and theft by deception. McClure and her boyfriend D'Amico first made headlines when they set up a GoFundMe page and raised hundreds of thousands of dollars for Bobbitt, who's a 35-year-old homeless vet living in Philadelphia. But what began as a feel-good story quickly turned into a criminal investigation after Bobbitt accused the couple of spending that money on lavish vacations to Vegas, Florida, and California, along with a helicopter ride over the Grand Canyon in a new BMW. The couple had been ordered to hand the money over to Bobbitt's attorneys back in August, but they never did. Now investigators say the three worked together to deliberately prevent donors for their GoFundMe campaign from gaining information that, according to a complaint obtained by WCAU, would, quote, affect their judgment about solicited contribution to that fundraising effort. You can stay on People.com for all the latest on this story as it continues to develop.
Indeed. Now stay with us, guys. Ashley Tisdale, Sweet Life co-stars Dylan and Cole Sprouse are all grown up, and she's sharing her thoughts on their glow up.
Plus, we're live with Escape at Dannemora star Eric Lang. That's coming up in just a few. Britney Spears may be preparing for her new Las Vegas residency, but that isn't stopping her from spending time with her two boys.
That's right. On Tuesday, the singer posted a series of photos on Instagram with her sons in front of a giant old tree.
Sean Preston and Jaden James were in front of the singer in the first two photos and are almost as tall as their pop star mama.
They grow up so quick. And the third picture, Britney jumped out of the photo and showed off just how big the tree was. She even raved about it in the caption.
The singer recently announced her return to Las Vegas with a new residency show titled Domination, just 9 months after wrapping her Piece of Me show.
Domination will launch at Park Theater at Park MGM, which is the same venue where Lady Gaga, Cher, Bruno Mars, and Aerosmith will be performing their respective shows.
Her first show is scheduled for February 2019.
All right, guys, we've been asking you to vote for your favorite performance from the CMA Awards last night in our People poll. So let's check in on the results so far. Oh, the Carrie Underwood performance, that was a good one. That was really, really good. Ooh. So, guys, make sure that you keep voting. All the performances were phenomenal, so it's going to be hard to choose.
Yes.
Now, moving on to this. Watch.
That's right, Ashley Tisdale is back with new music after nearly a decade, and this time she's tackling mental illness. Her new song, Voices in My Head, is all about the triple threats battle with anxiety and depression. She's trying to knock down the stigma that surrounds mental health, and she gave some great advice for fans who might be going through the same thing. Listen to what she told Jeremy Parsons and Andrea Boehlke.
I would say communicate those feelings, because I think that my husband's been a big part of this, and he's been so supportive and helped me through everything. And I think that the reason why I'm speaking about it is so people start to speak about it. I think that it's really scary when you're not speaking about it. And I think that that is something that the more you talk about it and communicate those feelings, you realize a friend of yours might be going through the same thing, and it feels like you're not alone. And because that's like the biggest feeling is that you feel alone.
Isolation.
You feel like, and you do isolate yourself from your friends. And so I just feel like, speak about it. Speak about those feelings. Reach out to someone that you trust and that you love, and tell them how you're like what you're going through. And I think that that's really helpful.
And who could forget Ashley's Disney career, especially the sweet life of Zach and Cody? We got Ashley to dish on former co-stars Dylan and Cole Sprouse. Watch.
Very good-looking people.
Okay, they are, right?
You know, we didn't think they would ever really grow. You know? I'm serious. Like, they were like not growing. And we were like, okay, like, I think you might be this short for a long time. And so I was just like, whatever, like, you know, they're so cute. But then they like, I mean, they just full on grew up overnight. And I was like, oh my God, and they're so good looking. Like, really good looking.
Yeah.
And good people too, really smart. They're just great.
Dennis was saying you've been talking a lot with one of the inmates
What?
in the shop.
Well, it's called doing my job.
No, just one guy.
It's probably Amy Sweat. He's helping me make the superintendent suit.
Oh boy, what is Tilly hiding? Now that's a clip from the highly anticipated limited series Escape of Dannemora, based on the 2015 prison escape of inmates Richard Matt and David Sweat with assistance from prison employee Tilly Mitchell. The story captured the nation and caused a media frenzy. Here we have one of the stars of the series, Eric Lang, who plays Lyle Mitchell, Tilly's husband and also an employee at the prison. Eric, thank you for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, so this show is based on a true story, but it really played out like a Hollywood drama. What made you really attracted to this and want to bring this to the small screen?
Well, I remember when it went down in 2015 and how sensationalized and what a sort of a tabloid thing it was, this love triangle within a prison. But I guess I also remember the husband behind the scenes of this woman who's having this affair finally giving an interview to Matt Lauer, and how heartbreaking and how sad I felt for him. So to get to play him 3 years later is kind of ironic, because he does stick out in my mind as sort of the human tragedy behind this very public tabloid story.
There's so many dynamics.
And how were you able to get into the mindset of Lyle? Were you ever able to meet him in person?
No, he didn't want to meet. He kind of feels the media ruined his life with the broadcasting of this rather sad story, and so he didn't want anything to do with the show. But I had the interview that he did with Matt Lauer. That was really it. I watched that hundreds and hundreds of times.
That was your only reference, so that was the only way you were able to draw his story out.
Right, yeah.
Wow, and I understand you put on 40 pounds for this role.
Yeah.
How did you do that?
Well, you just eat.
You really? That's it? You
It's
just
simple.
eat?
You just eat fattening food.
Well, did you enjoy it?
Yeah.
I started with a pint of Haagen-Dazs
Stop.
before bed every night for 10 days. Once we got to Malone, upstate, there was a lot of fast food options, so I'd have a pepperoni pizza for lunch, like a medium pizza for lunch, quarter pounder.
It's like my dream life.
Taco Bell for dinner, like you just pasta,
sounds
beer,
amazing.
whatever.
Now, how did you lose it, though, on the flip side of that?
I cut carbs.
Really?
Yeah.
No carbs at all?
Well, like 40 grams or under a day. Wow. And a little bit of exercise. But it works. It really, for me at least, it works.
Yeah, tried and true, right?
Yeah.
Now, these are all really polarizing characters, and the show does a great job of allowing us to see them in a very human form. Yeah. What was it like portraying him on screen, and did it affect your opinion of Lyle?
No, I don't. I mean, like I said in that interview I saw of him, the man seems, I've never met him, but like he has a big heart. You know, I do think he really loved his wife. Loves his wife. He's still waiting for her to get out of prison.
They're still married.
They're still married, and he's waiting for her. You know, I think that it was the interesting part, I guess, was to gauge how much he might have known was going on, and how much of the denial that was like nothing is going on. I think that they were together for 21 years. They live together, they work together, they drive to work and home from work to get dinner. I think the idea of them being not together was almost unthinkable for him. So that was what we sort of played with, was how knowledgeable was he about the rumors and how much did he believe and how much was he sort of blocking out.
Right. And this was directed by Ben Stiller, which is kind of surprising. We're used to him directing things like Dodgeball and Zoolander.
Yeah.
What was he like directing something that was a little more dark?
Well, I mean, I've been a fan of his for years and years and years. And yeah, he's extremely funny. But if you look at movies he's acted in, like Greenberg and Permanent Midnight, and then what he's directed, even like The Cable Guy, is a comedy, but it's dark and it's smart, and Tropic Thunder, and he's. You meet him and you instantly realize he's a very smart guy.
So you think maybe there's more content like this coming from him in the future?
Oh, I think he loves being in this space. Yeah,
Great.
I really do. Yeah.
Which is so interesting because he's so funny. So there's definitely a space for the
Very dynamic.
Very dynamic.
He's a mix of many things. Yeah.
Indeed. So let's talk about your office.
All right.
AKA your creative lab.
Oh yes, yeah.
You keep tons of mementos down there. What's the most peculiar item that you have in there?
Well, now it's Lyle's teeth. From the show. Lyle has very unique teeth. Wow. And so they built me top and bottom new chompers for the show, and they're on my bookshelf now. It looks kind of like an odd denture, but it's out there. It's out there for people to see.
I love it.
And you and your wife just welcomed a second child. You have a son now.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
And your daughter's 4.
Yep.
Is she in the Sesame Street phase right now?
She's all over the place. She loves Doc McStuff, and she loves, oh my gosh,
so
there's
cute.
one in Mickey Mouse Club. It's a different thing all the time.
Well, speaking of Sesame Street Club, we found a little side-by-side photo of you and Sesame Street creator Jim Henson on your Instagram. Uncanny, look at that.
Yes.
When did you realize you guys look like twins?
We went to the Henson, there was a Henson exhibit in LA, and I went and I saw that picture on the wall, and I was like, someone needs to make the biopic. And that's when I had my larger beard, but I'm like, I've got to play this man. Someone, Ron Howard, somebody make this happen.
Yes,
please.
you heard it here first. Yes.
Let's get this happening, yeah.
Now, switching gears to a slightly more serious subject. I know that you live in California, right?
Yeah.
And we've been keeping track of the California wildfires.
Yeah.
How is your family doing? Are you guys affected in any way?
Our family's okay. My mother-in-law lives in Thousand Oaks, and she literally packed her car, pulled it onto the street, was ready to go because people just blocks from her were being evacuated. But she never had to go. So,
what a double whammy, the shooting and then the fire.
It was just a disastrous period of time. And, it's really tough. It's tough for California because the fires happen, and then the rainy season comes, and it's mudslides. And then we'll have an earthquake or something. So it's like, but the weather's nice.
How's she doing now?
She's
How's
great.
she
Everyone's
up?
great. Everyone
Good.
is great. We're very lucky, yeah.
Well, glad to hear that. Well, Eric, thank you so much for stopping by.
Oh, thanks for having
me. Yes, indeed. Make sure to check out the limited series Escape at Dannemora on Showtime Sunday, November 18th. Coming up tomorrow, guys, Amanda Guys will be joining us live to talk about her show, Amanda to the Rescue. She is absolutely amazing. She opens up her home to animals in need, and the show is so good. Tune in to hear her special story.
Can't wait. Thanks for watching. Bye, guys.